I start my journey right here in what is known to be as the centre of England. Famous for its spas and natural waters, this is the lively town of Buxton. It is home to Georgian and Victorian architecture. Tourists actually flock here every year for its theatre and festival scene. But today I'm here for what is considered one of the 7 wonders of the Peak District. This is St Anne's Well. St Anne's Well gives out local thermal water that has passed through the limestone of Derbyshire and is pure enough to drink. Yes, this is quite literally Buxton water. This well is almost always busy with tourists, and they actually bring containers to fill up on the water to drink as well. Now this water here is constantly running year round at about 27-28 degrees Celsius, and earlier wells around this site actually date back to the Roman period. So I talked to a local historian to find out more.
What I like in the stories of St Anne's Well is the word vain invention, which you see in several historical letters and documents. So you see probably that word in relation to St Anne's Well occurring in about 1573 with Dr. Short, when he's talking about the ancient baths of Buxton. The vain invention that he is referring to is a statue that they believe was taken from the well. So I can only assume that it didn't appear to them to have much value, which makes me think that it was stone and it was a statue of the goddess. And I think it would be a statue of a Roman goddess and was probably Artemisa. So A-R-N-E, yeah, M-A-Z-A. Now, why I'm sort of spelling that out is because if it was worn away, you get the name Anne appearing, or Saint Anne. Saint Anne doesn't become a saint until sometime in the late 1300s. So we don't hear anything about the existence of any saint of any description before then. So it's in the 1400s before we start to even have, if you want, a St Anne. So I think that what somebody's come across at some stage, and there's two theories of who that might have been. One is that a man called Cottrell, who owned an inn in Buxton near to the chapel of St Anne, actually made his own bit of a statue and threw it in there because it might be useful, right? That's one idea. And he was claiming then that it was a statue of St Anne. The other one is the theory that I've just put forward, that in fact what is taken by Bassett is a stone statue that Cottrell has seen before and put back there, which is this Roman goddess, because we know they call it Aqua Artemisiae eventually. The two existing churches in Buxton, or rather references to Anne, is that with the E on the end, which is the old spelling. If we go back to that Artemisa, you've got the A and the N, the R missing, you've also got an E, yeah? So I think that is where the word Anne comes from, and my belief with the E, and my belief is that from there on in, they refer to it as St Anne's Well of Buxton, to the extent that you actually have people saying, "Where are you born?" and they refer to themselves as being born at St Anne of Buxton. All of those references are mid-1500s onwards. We know that there were some form of baths here, probably Roman. And way before the Romans as well, they would have gravitated to that spring because it had this miraculous warm water. it would have been incredible. It's that business about why they called the things the seven wonders, which we've spoken about before. These were natural phenomena that they couldn't understand. Romans come along. We know that they probably create some sort of bath complex around there in the 1970s, when they're doing some work on the old Victorian baths, which grew around that site as well. Eventually they find somewhere in the region of I think 400 Roman coins, some of which that go over a massive period of time as well, and those can be seen up in the Buxton Museum. And so then it goes quiet, just goes quiet. We don't hear about it. We don't know what the hell goes on. Buxton's not mentioned in the Doomsday Book. Nothing. With all that I was referencing before, we get to understand the idea of St. Anne, which has come about. Either Cotterell thinks, good idea, this, get more people in. St. Anne's become a bit popular as a saint. We can prove it. Look, there's this statue, or whichever way it came. And then, of course, Dr. Short's referring to it in his book. And then we get Mary, Queen of Scots, coming to take the waters, and all of that begins again. So from there on in, we've got a massive history that we know about.
What makes this part of my Seven Wonders is the fact that the water that's hitting the rock here has actually been filtered through for 5,000 years through the Peak District, only to hit this well right here. So when you drink this water, I feel like you're really becoming part of the Peak District, and that really excites me. It is one of the best Peak District experience you'll have, and if you don't drink the water from here while you're in Buxton, what are you doing? Come on, it's excellent. What a brilliant experience to have, to become part of the Peak District. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. My name's Elise, Freshwater-Blizzard, and you have been watching my 7 Wonders of the Peak District. Thanks for watching.
Because we are the proud tellers of the story of Buxton, and intend to continue to do that to as many people who listen to us for a long, long time. Tastes like water. Be quite nice. Get used to it. Bit weird having it warm though, like pissy water, isn't it?